Random Thoughts. This video I'm going to talk about the Taisho people. Now, it seems like when you start digging around about these people, like probably if we are going to know these people better, likely we are going to understand how Bantu language spread in Eastern Africa. And that's because these people seem to be speaking a language that is, it seems like it's spread all over East Africa, actually. And these people, in other places, they are called the Thagichu, especially among the Agikuyu, they are called the Thagichu people. In other places, they are called the Thaiso, they are called the Sagitsu by the Mijikenda, they are called the Athaiso by the Kamba, Thaisu, or Thaicho. So this name is so common around East Africa, Kenya, and Tanzania especially. And I was this is a group of people I didn't know much about until I came across the people called the Segeju people and created a video about them and how their language is basically Kikuyu and Swahili together. But turns out that the Thaishu are also closely, or the language is very close to the language of the Segeju people. Unfortunately, the language of the Taicho seems like the speakers are diminishing with time. It's a language that is endangered at this moment. There are like maybe 5,000 people who speak it, and they are found in Tanzania. And another thing I found to be so interesting as I was trying to dig around about these Thagichu or Taishu people is that them or people who speak a very close language reside in a place called Usambara in Tanzania. Now, there was a time I was reading a document by Ludwig Kraft. I know people don't like when I bring this up, but some of these documents, they give us some perspective. Of course, as I say always, when you read documents written by Europeans, you have to take into consideration the biases they had towards Africans and the interest maybe they had. And in that document, and the document was about the Wakwafi people, he was describing the culture and the history of the Kwafi people. And then he talked about how the Kwafi was so disliked by most of the other communities around them. And that included the Kamba, the Maasai, many other people did not like the Kwafi because the Kwafi was so warlike, and it seems like they were troublemakers the way they are portrayed, at least in some of these documents. So he said that, but the Kwafi had two groups of people they were so much friendly with, and that's the Agikuyu people and the people of Usambara. And at that point, or at that moment when I was reading that document, I could not understand who are these people of Usambara. But now I understand that people of Usambara, people speak the Daichu, Thagichu, and the Segeju languages, which if you go to YouTube and you try to find the Segeju especially and try to listen to that language, if you are a Kikuyu, you will be like, this is some Kikuyu speaking mixture of Kikuyu and Swahili actually. And when I did a video about the communities that formed the Agikuyu Republic, I did mention the Thagichu people. Now, alongside others, the Tirikwa and Gumba, and others. Now, the Thagichi are a very interesting group of people, at least going by stories that are told about them. And some people have told me in Kikuyu land, there are people who will tell you they come from the Thagichi people. And there are others who will say they don't come from the Thagichi people, of course, which kind of like proves that the Agikuyu Republic was made up of people from different places. But most people will tell you that the Thagichu were like maybe one of the core groups to form the Agikuyu Republic. And this is speculation, and whatever I say here, these are random thoughts actually, so don't take it to be scientifically proven. No, these are my random thoughts. I have to say that. So I'm thinking the Thagichu probably were the originators of the Kikuyu language, most likely. These other people, maybe people who came from the Oromo, the Tirikwa or Sirikwa, people who came, the Agumba, all these people spoke different languages. But for some reason, it seems like they all adopted the language of the Thagichu people to a large extent. Those are my speculation. So I think the Thagichu, if we ever get to understand the Taicho or the Thagichu people, we are likely to understand the spread or how the Bantu language spread. And we are also likely to realize that these people brought the language, but the people they left the language with were not like what you can call pure Bantu, like it is said. Those are my random thoughts.